100 years ago this month, Canadian and German soldiers met in no man's land on the Western Front in northern France. And this event really shouldn't have happened, because the story we're normally told is that Christmas fraternizations took place in December of 1914, at the beginning of the war, when British and German soldiers famously played football against each other. And the idea is that this was no longer possible after 1914 because of wartime brutalization and radicalization. But in fact, the Christmas truces did not just occur in 1914, or even not just in 1916 between Canadians and Germans, but they really occurred throughout the war. They occurred on the Eastern Front, on the Western Front, in the mountains between Austria and Italy. And the fraternizations occurred on the Eastern Front, particularly actually during Easter, because of the importance of the Russian Orthodox Easter. They also famously occurred in 1915 between the French and the Germans. All these fraternizations during Christmas, during Easter, and throughout the year were so frequent. They're not exceptions to the rule, but they are islands of peace in a sea of violence, and they're so frequent that they really changed the geography of the war. Was this really a conflict that was a seminal catastrophe of the 20th century that set off a vicious cycle of violence that ended in the Holocaust? Or was this a conflict in which fraternizations provide a continuation of peace initiatives from the 19th century to European integration of the second half of the 20th century and the United Nations?